Well, now that we've got it clean and we're on our way to a successful plastic repair, the next step is we're going to use a backing patch. We have to use a backing patch for this repair because it's a two-sided repair. Following the repair instructions for this material, the first step is to abrade the back area using 80 grit sandpaper. Now when you're doing that, don't be too aggressive. We want to make sure that we don't smear the plastic, just scuff the plastic area.
So run the sander at a slower speed.
Exactly. Once you've got that done, come back with this aluminum tape and use this on the front side to get the bumper cover aligned. And then when you're done with that, come get me and we'll take a look at the next steps. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. Now the next step in the procedure is to apply a light coat of plastic surface modifier. For that we're going to use this material. Just apply a light coat, light mist coat on there and then give it time to dry.
Wouldn't a thicker coat be better?
A thicker coat might actually decrease the adhesion of the material, so just a nice light thin coat. And when you're using it, make sure you put a respirator on as well.
Okay.
Okay, the next step is to begin putting our backing patch on. What I want you to do is take the repair adhesive, put a layer on there, spread it out over the repair area, come back with your backing material, work the adhesive into the backing material, and then if necessary, come back and put another layer of adhesive over the top of it, and again smooth out the area.
So the backing acts like a reinforcement.
That's exactly what it does. It helps to strengthen the repair area a little bit. Okay, now the next step in the repair process is we're going to put a nice wide and gradual taper on the front side of the repair area.
We didn't make a taper on the back side. Why do we have to do it on the front side?
Well, on the front side, to account for any expansion and contraction, we want to make sure that we've got a nice wide area to make the repair a little bit less detectable.
I finished the taper. What's the next step?
Well, for the most part, it looks pretty good, but I do see there are a couple of shiny spots in here. What that is most likely some melted plastic. The adhesive isn't going to adhere really well to those melted plastic areas, so what I want you to do is come back in here and hand sand those areas, remove the shiny spots. Once you're done with that, come back in, blow the area off, apply another coat of that surface modifier, and then let that get set up, and then we'll put our next adhesive on.
Okay. Well, I got the front pretty much done. There's some sand scratches and pinholes. Should I just add some surface modifier and another coat of adhesive?
Looks pretty nice, but actually what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this plastic finishing adhesive. It's a little bit different than the material that we used before, and one of the things according to the instructions is that it does not require an adhesion promoter or surface modifier, so always important to read those directions. This stuff should feather edge pretty well, so go ahead and apply a layer of it on, sand it down, feather edge it, and then it should be ready for primer.
You were right, it sanded really well.
Yeah, it sure looks very nice. You know, when you follow directions, clean the part properly, and make sure you're using the right repair materials, you can be very successful with plastic repairs. We saved a perfectly good bumper cover in this case. Let's go over to paint and get it ready for primer.